This is your boy Cypher Providence, back at again with another YouTube review. We're continuing on with the momentum of everything. I'm surprised I've actually been this consistent. I'm very surprised and I'm very happy that we have been this consistent. But as you can see, we'll be reviewing Ma. This one's probably going to be shorter than my other ones because while I did have like at least an enjoyable time watching it, this movie wasn't like anything too crazy for me in particular. Like, I'm sure there might be an audience that enjoyed it, but me personally, it was alright. Like, it wasn't something I really am too fond with or whatever. But anyway, this movie was released in 2019, and it's basically a movie set around Ma, aka Sue Ann, and how she's trying to get like revenge on these teenagers for like their parents' actions after they pulled a horrible prank on her. Like they tricked her into uh, doing a sexual act with someone uh, when they like kind of made her think it was someone else because she was interested in this one character named Ben Hawkins, I think is what his name was. And so he said that like, oh yeah, they could go uh like do the sexual act, aka a blowjob, or whatever, in the janitor's room. And then they ended up, because it was so dark in there, they ended up putting like a random person in there instead. And then they tricked her into giving him a blowjob. And then so because of that, she's trying to get revenge on the parents by messing, and it's I'm pretty sure she was going to kill them, but killing the parents' kids and whatnot. Um, the my real problem with this movie though is that it's slow. Like, it's just like, and maybe like I just like was looking for something else, and that was my fault. But I was hoping it'd be kind of faster, and it's just like a kind of slow, dragged down movie. I was hoping like we were going to get into like kind of Ma's whole descent into like insanity faster, or that like her descent into like insanity was gonna be uh I don't know, uh better, but it wasn't. Some of the notable characters in this movie are Sue Ann, aka Mom, Jeannie, her daughter, Maggie, our main character, Erica, her mom, and then Haley, who's like Maggie's best friend. Those are like the most interesting characters. Every other character is kind of boring or whatever, and I just didn't really care for them. I can kind of see the appeal for this movie, but overall, it wasn't really for me. Like, I just thought it was too slow for my take, and I was hoping for more, I don't know, intensity and thriller and suspense in this movie, but we didn't really get that. Um, as I said, she wants to get revenge for that prank they pulled on her, and I felt that her revenge is justified if she had done it to their parents. Like, if she was targeting their parents, that was one thing, but the way she acted towards the kids, and like especially some of them, where she acted like kind of like predatory slash sexual towards some of them, it was like you you're and obviously she has like a few fucking screwlesses. You see that throughout the film, that she's a bit off the walls, but it's like, even then it's like, I don't know. I thought her character was interesting, but it was like whatever. But yeah, like that's basically it. That's like all my overarching thoughts. This film also, like, not to say like it's bad for films to have like all their kills kind of packed towards the end of the movie, or for them to like ramp up their kills and the horror aspect kind of their films towards the end. But if you're gonna do it, you should do it in like an impactful way. And they did, but then they didn't keep that momentum going. They just went boom, and then they stopped right there, kind of, basically. And it's like, oh damn. And then we got the crazy stuff later on, but it didn't like directly lead into anything that like made me go, oh snap, or anything, or like really react to it. And so for that, I'm giving this like, honestly, it's like a 4.5. It's not that it's necessarily a bad movie, it's just a movie that wasn't for me, and because of that, I'm gonna like kind of give it, and it's probably unnecessary or unwarranted, but I'm gonna give it like a kind of low score because it's just like it wasn't for me. I could see the appeal, like I said, but it just wasn't for me. And yeah, that's basically it. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. I'll have my socials at the end of the video, so you can follow my page, so you could be kept up to date with anything. And yeah, as always, peace. Stay pimpin', pimps.